we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you this. Standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow. Come back. Yellow. Here we go, 15. 43.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Gtowncapp. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And Tua's going to change things up.
26-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. But now an audible here into something else. Gtowncapp. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar.
Looking to pass. Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They'll try and run it with Gtowncapp. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Yellow. Attack it. Hey, 57, 57. Yellow. Hey, Teller.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Now it's Mahomes again. And Mahomes will do it himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua going to change the play. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go. Ready.
They run with Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for an IA touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw again. Mahomes will do it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Well, sacking on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Dolphins 10.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey, cover one. Hey, cover two. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
A run now from Achane. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
It's safe. Go ahead. Winning team.
On 1st down, back to Achane. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. The extra point try now for Patterson. It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yellow. There's a lot. Hey, Ripley. Yellow. 15. Hey, Sunday.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hero 15.
Now Mahomes. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the run. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Smith is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A loss of 2 on the play.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
And goal to go.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the carry, it's Hill. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, come on, 2. Get set.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 112 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. A run for Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. And they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Running left, Achane. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now they'll audible to something else. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
20 TX.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs, 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
At the 16-yard line.
Solo like Zion. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now Brown. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Attack! Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Hey, color. I don't need to.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
15. Hey, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. And Brown's got it for a Kansas City touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Tua. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Achane gets it from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw caught by Achane. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sets up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
43! 43! Hey, rip it! Hey, 43! Yellow! What's that?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On Sunday. Attack! Yellow! 50, yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the playoff in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Wait! Hey, 15! Attack! Hey, 57! Hey, 57! Here goes 15! 15!
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hey, come on, two. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Tua going to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's a gain of 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Devon Achane in the offense, ready to go once again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back, just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
21G, 21, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
19 yards.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Hey, Ridley. Hey, 43, 40. Attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
34. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Up the middle, Achane. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackled by Christian Fulton. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. That two is going to change things up. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. A give up the middle to right. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, get set. All right, go ahead, go, go, go.
Now they'll change things up. They'll go right back to right. Powers through. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua going to give this to Wright. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. 1:54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
43, 15. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes. Floating one, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Mahomes will throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Tua going to change the play. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 12. At the 37-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not 1 block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, always, always we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Miami has become the greatest football team.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Brown the motion man right. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Bigsby is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles.
The drive
7.
summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Gtowncapp. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The middle with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He was brought down by Nolan Smith.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Second and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Solo left Zion. Solo. Hey, 21. Watson, Oscar.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll try and do this himself. Well, he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll try to pick it up himself. Thumbs through, and now a crease. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Stopped by Jacory and Bennett. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
They'll give this to Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And bulldozing his way through. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
63. Get him. Hey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, 73. Tiger Hornet. Man.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jahan Dotson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Eagles 14. To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Patterson now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Watch it, Oscar.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, Tua's going to change things up. Achane gets it from the gun. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tua going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Zach Boyd. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, go ahead, go.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up a screen. Achane has it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And a nice job to break free with 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And an Eagles first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's 3rd and 9.
All right, come on.
Now 2 are going to change the play.
20, TX.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Room here to run. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
21G. Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard
go.
line.
Ready. Cover 2.
On the handoff, it's Achane. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 3rd down, Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's go 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Power toss right side, Achane with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. They'll give this to Wright, running right. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover,
he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Pass interference. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
In motion right is Brown. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The slot man in motion right. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
63.
Motion left, Smith. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Brown. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And now a offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Eagles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
And now here's another interception. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll go right back to right. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big pickup of 38. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. this ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
Just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Wright.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Good catch interference. Kicking.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Ready? All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
A give up the middle to Wright.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Well, Tua's going to change things up.
Corner, long. 21G.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's right. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. Oh, fighting off the defender. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Tua on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Number 1, high. Long. Ready.
Here's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, 21 TX. Out.
Now Tua. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.